Did you know you've got three enemies that are after you? Three enemies that are trying to destroy you. One of them is obvious, of course. That's Satan. The Bible plainly teaches that there is a devil that is mysterious, that we don't understand because we don't understand things in the spirit world. But the same Bible that teaches Jesus teaches the devil. And in Luke chapter 4, Jesus faced the devil in the wilderness. The devil's after you. Now that one's easy because if you believe the Bible, for the most part, you know about the devil. But did you know he's not the only enemy you got? You've also got the enemy of the world. Remember in 1 John 2:15 where John says, do not love the world because all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father but is of the world. There is a world system that is trying to strangle you spiritually into its mold. So Satan actually uses the world because the Bible calls him in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, the God, lowercase g, the God of this world. He is allowed to rule down here, not completely. God is, of course, sovereign, but this is enemy territory that Jesus came into in order to defeat the devil. Now, the third enemy you've got, in addition to the devil and the world, is the worst enemy of all. Can you guess which one that is? That is self, or what the Bible calls the flesh, the part of you that wants what it wants to be on the throne of your life. And if it were not for how wicked and sinful the self is, the selfish part of us is, the devil and the world would have no effect on us. So the part that you've got to get under control is self. But how do you do that? You do that through the power of God. I always think of the woman in Matthew chapter 9 who thought to herself, if I can just touch the hem of his garment. She had a very serious medical condition, and all she knew, she didn't understand a lot, but she knew the most important thing, if I can just get close to him, if I can just reach out and touch him, if I can just take hold of him, then I will be healed. So when you think about these enemies that you have, you're not powerful enough to defeat the devil by your own strength. Ephesians 6 says you got to be strong in the Lord in order to defeat him. You're not powerful enough in and of yourself by your own power to resist the allure of the world, and you're certainly not powerful enough to use self to overcome self. That's just not how it works. So what you got to do is you got to stay close to Jesus. You got to get close to him. You got to reach out and touch him by faith, and you've got to hold on to him. And if you do that, like this woman who thought within herself, if I can just get close to him, I'll be healed. You have that attitude, if I can just stay focused on him, if I can just stay close to Jesus, then these enemies that are out to defeat me will have no power at all, because while they can defeat you with ease, they are no match for your Savior.